Hello everyone, Palpatine the Sun Hawk here, and let's just say I have a question today for everyone on my channel because let's just say I've been for the past month I've been trying to basically you know how you know that okay, so basically as we already know, the first season is about of my show Star Wars Sonic Unleashed is about how went from a imperial experiment to the emperor of the empire, and I wanted to start of course with my version of Maria's death. I think it's obvious. I don't think. Yeah, I get it. It's a bit of a spoiler. It is a spoiler, but then again, we already know what's gonna happen. Why Shadow is the way he is in canon, and I wanted to implement that here as well. But I have a problem. Turns out there are no models on the Steam Workshop for Gmod of Maria as a human. You know, Maria Robotnik as a human, only as a hedgehog. Yeah, Maria the Hedgehog. This one right here. Sorry. Right, I forgot. Okay, so that's her. And I've been thinking, since I was trying for a month, I was basically trying to. I found a Blender model of Maria and decided to try to port it through Blender to Gmod, but I've been trying for a month and so far nothing but problems, and right now, as I said on my gaming channel, on Monday I'm gonna start my new job, so I don't really have time to do this mod anymore. They try to create this mod anymore. I wanted at least to do Maria. Because because you know, Gerald Robotnik was not on the workshop either. Actually, only Shadow is on the workshop with everyone else of Sonic friends, but Maria and Gerald are not on the workshop. Even Eggman, N-word, or am I allowed to say his name? You know, the CEO of racism, as people call him, is available on the workshop, but Maria and Joe Robotnik are not. So I wanted to ask, am I allowed to? I have two options for replacing Maria. This girl from Girls and Panzer anime. She looked the closest, and I found her on the workshop. What's her name? Assam? Yeah, Assam. Okay, I never watched the anime, by the way. Maybe I will watch it later. Actually, yeah, I should. I watched already. I finished Attack on Titan, so I can watch Girls on Panzer now. Whatever. Yeah. So I have two options: either Hedgehog Maria, and we pretend it's actually human Maria, or we use this. Depends on you guys. If you say I have to do the mod, I will do the mod. But then I have no idea. If I do the mod, then I have no idea when I'm gonna finish doing the trailer and the first episode. That's all I'm gonna say. When it comes to Gerald Robotnik, I have only one option, of course, and that is Dr. Isaac Kleiner. So, I don't think he's a bad option. He's not fat, but both doctors are bald. The only difference is the mustache. And besides, I can just edit in the mustache if I need to. I did the trailer. I tried to do a stop motion style, and maybe I should do the first episode as well as stop motion style. start with stop motion and then go for better animation later on if I find more time, because right now stop motion is like the least consuming time so far. So yeah, this is my problem. Either I use this or I try to do mods, which means if I do mods, I don't know how long will it take, like I said, which means I'm gonna have to delay the whole series even longer than already been delayed, so which would be bad, because I don't want people to forget about this series completely. So yeah, like I said, for Maria I have 2 options, for Gerald I have 1. You decide what I do. Subscribe, like the video, I don't really care at this point, just tell me what do I do. Am I allowed to do this, or should I just... Or maybe you say that I should just drop the first episode and go to episode 2. Because I can, but then what do we do? Because I want to do a flashback. At least one flashback with Maria and Gerald later on. To, so that Shadow... so that, he finally can understand that. I mean, even though I hate the sequels, I admit I hate the sequels. Some lines I agree with, like no one's ever really gone. That line is kind of true. No one's ever really gone. So, I mean, not everything in sequels is bad, but still, they are factually bad. And if you don't agree with me, that's fine. Just don't try to convince me I'm wrong, because facts are facts. Anyways, so yeah. So yeah. Either I don't do the first episode at all, but I actually want to do it because this way we can understand why. This way we can this way I set up the villain, because I will introduce the villain in the first episode. I won't reveal who he is yet exactly, but yeah. So yeah, I think this is it. So yeah, like I said, either this or this for Maria, or I do the mod, or this, or Kleiner as Gerald, or I do the mod, and I have no idea how long will that take. Will that take? So yeah, subscribe and tell me what do I do. See you next time, hopefully, when I find time.